Passengers evacuated from the Diamond Princess cruise ship have been released from quarantine. Matt Cunningham was at Howard Springs Workers Village in Darwin when they walked out. Matt, they must be feeling pretty relieved to get out of there.
Well, I think that's an understatement, Ash. In fact, some of them were so keen to get out of there that they called a taxi to Howard Springs at 1:30 this morning. That was the official time that their 14 days in quarantine ended. There was a small group who hailed that taxi, went straight to the Darwin casino. It's been a dry argument for those people in the Howard Springs workers camp. I can tell you, Ash, that 14 days in Darwin without a beer can be an incredibly long time. But as for those people who waited until the sun came up, well, we spoke to them this morning, just after 7 o'clock, when they walked out of the front gates at that Howard Springs quarantine facility. Here's a bit of what they had to say.
I've missed my kids, Amber and Jamie.
Probably steak, chips and a beer.
Beautiful. Ready to go home.
Happy day today. We're home free finally. 45 days, that's a long trip. 45 days.
Those people have since boarded buses and travelled to the Darwin airport. There will be flights that leave throughout the day that go to the various Australian capital cities where those 150 or so people are now heading towards their homes. Now, this all comes, Ash, amidst the first case of coronavirus that has been confirmed here in the Northern Territory. This case is of some concern. A 52-year-old man who was on a Qantas flight from Sydney to Darwin on Tuesday. He began feeling unwell after checking in to his hotel. He alerted authorities. He was tested. Those tests came back last night and were found to be positive. What is of most concern is the possibility that this virus could spread into the Northern Territory's remote communities. We heard from Di Stevens, who's the Deputy Chief Health Officer here in the Northern Territory, just a short time ago here at the Royal Darwin Hospital. Here's a bit of what she had to say.
Well, so in the remote communities, we have our Indigenous population who do have a higher health chronic disease burden. And so people who are elderly or who have chronic disease are more at risk of getting severe disease with the COVID-19 infection.
Now, that 52-year-old man, he is being treated in isolation here at the Royal Darwin Hospital. He did fly in on that Qantas flight on Tuesday from Sydney to Darwin. Authorities at the moment are trying to contact other passengers who were on that flight.